There's something else I said on my profile, which was I brought up the fact that I feel like some people have short-term memory. They have conveniently, maybe because they're MAGA cult, they follow him and they want him to win, but they've conveniently forgotten how horrifically bad that presidency was. And I can't forget it because we were on food vouchers, there were rent vouchers, people were losing their homes, or they had, they had the voucher so that you couldn't get kicked out, but people were getting kicked out or threatened to be. We couldn't get eggs. There was no toilet paper, or eggs was like $10 a carton, right? And toilet paper, you couldn't find things like alcohol or bleach or anything. It was awful. And I live in Seattle, which was one of those cities that he detested. So we got no help, no assistance at all throughout his whole presidency. And the COVID here was so bad that on my street, I mean, at least a couple of times a week, that white, paddy wagon would come down my street to come pick up the dead bodies. There were people from my daughter's college that were literally disappeared in white vans and this was the kind of administration that was being run under him. I don't ever want to live like that again, where there were riots and fires and deaths and racism and just a really horrifically awful time when it felt like we were in a life or death situation every single day that we woke up. I thank President Biden for everything he did, because what he did was he brought back the equilibrium to this nation. And he remained in the middle and bipartisan for almost the entire time. But he did things that got us back to normal, like ensured most people got their vaccination.